what age were you when you had your first boyfriend?
I'm not gonna come with like a machete or not. And we ain't going nowhere till you talk about it. Come to me pregnant at as a teenager. She got some good stuff coming, y'all.
Some good stuff. What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? It's your girl, you guys, and I'm back again with another video.
What's on your mind? Cause you've been acting different lately, girl. What's on your mind? I'm tired of arguing.
Okay, before we get into the video, I just thank you guys so much for 3K. Like, wow, like I really hit 3K. So now that that's out the way, what you guys clicked on this video for, this video is going to be asking my mom questions that you're too scared or you're too afraid to ask your mom. So yeah, so my mom has absolutely no idea what these questions are. This is gonna be interesting. Let's just get right into this video. The first one is, what do you think is a good age for a boyfriend to like have a boyfriend? What age do you think is best to have a boyfriend?
I think the age 15 is good, but we know that you've had one prior to 15. I think 15 is a good age because you're at an age where you're a little bit coming into yourself, knowing more about yourself. I believe that it's very important to know yourself before you jump into a relationship with someone else, because when you're still trying to find yourself, still trying to figure things out, you don't make good judgment calls. So 15 is good.
15?
Yeah. Oh boy.
The next one is, what do you think about, like, what's your opinion on having your first kiss?
Make sure you brush your teeth. First kiss is, being that I'm my age, I don't believe first kiss is a huge deal or a big deal. But wait, what kind of kiss we talking about? We talking about
like a little peck.
Or we talking about like a French kiss?
Like a little peck.
A little peck? Little peck. What's a good age? I think 15 is good.
15?
Have you kissed already? I know you did. You had a kiss already? Okay.
The next one is, what's your opinion on going on a date?
To be honest with you, my answer is a little bit more in depth when it comes to that. I believe as a young lady, before any young man take you out on a date, that you should be going out on dates with your father, that he can teach you and introduce you to how you should be treated on a date. Should a door be open for you? Should your car door be open for you? You know, should your chair be pulled for you? So you should know what to expect, so that when you go on a date, you're not just taking some old rough ride. It's accepting anything, you know, because you're beautiful, you're a princess, and you're coming into become a queen, and you should be treated as such, you know, to understand the expectations. And you want to know the age, or well, 15 is good. I'm gonna stick to 15. I'm gonna stick to 15. I'm okay with dating, like, to the movie theater, to the skating ring, or to go get some ice cream.
Like fun things.
Something fun. You know, I think dating is okay, but the experience should first come from your father. Someone
said, like, what age were you when you had your first boyfriend?
Well, for me, it was different. I think the times have changed tremendously. I was in elementary school. I was in elementary school. I know, right? Elementary, but I was in elementary.
But like, was it like an actual relationship?
It was.
Really?
In elementary? I know, right? Elementary. What do you know about anything? I don't know, but it was so innocent. It was so innocent. It was just like, you carry my books, or you carry my book bag. It was so innocent, but it was so pure. It was not like how these days, like, yeah, it wasn't like off the board. It was just so innocent.
Someone said, how do you tell your mom that you have a boyfriend? Like, specifically if like your parent is strict. So if I was coming to you for the first time telling you that I have a boyfriend, like, what would be your thoughts, or what would you say?
Everyone's relationship with their parents are different. So I believe that before you tell them, propose it as a question. Like, Mom, or how old do I have to be before I have a boyfriend? And some parents are probably like, you shouldn't even be thinking about no boyfriend. It's too old. What do you mean boyfriend? I think that first you should ask, is there a certain age? Because when you look at it from a parent standpoint, a parent role is to protect and to guard and to make sure, like, you know, your education is first, which is very true. But I believe a lot of parents leave out the relationship part of parenting. I think the best way to do is just ask them a question like, is there a certain, because it's different from telling a mom and telling a dad. Sometimes it depends on what kind of dad you have, but I think that you should first ask the question like, is it okay that I have a boyfriend, or is there a certain age? If my grades, if you put that, like, if my grades are is really good, and if I'm doing my chores around the house, or if I'm taking care of all of my responsibilities, you got to throw that out there first, and then be like, is it okay if I have a boyfriend, or how old do I have to be? When you come to your parent, like, can I talk to you about something very important? All the guards come down and like, everything okay? It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
How would you feel like, well, you already know this, but how would you feel if like I was coming to you for the first time telling you that I had my first kiss?
I wouldn't feel a way, because I constantly put myself in your shoes, saying to myself, okay, well, how old was I when I had my first kiss? Ask myself, okay, if I was this age when I had my first kiss or younger, I'm like, oh, it's okay.
What would be your reaction if I've never in my life ever thought of this or ever done it? Just putting it out there.
What you gotta say, like, see, you know how to bring it to me.
What would be your reaction if, like, okay, as a parent, how would you feel if, like, your kid, okay, how would you feel if one of your kids, or you found out that your kid smokes or does like any type of drug use, alcohol or drugs or something? Like, how would you feel?
Well, the first thing I would ask myself, I would say, what's the root of it? You know, are you drinking or are you smoking because you're following someone?
Like peer pressure?
Yeah, peer pressure. Is it because someone else is doing it? And you just wanted to be cool or look cool or fit in? Or are you doing it because there's something you're going through and you're trying to find that as your outlet? First, I'll ask myself why. So when I know why it's happening, whether if it's peer pressure, I can speak to you from a place of peer pressure, or how to be a leader. Or if it's from a place of you're going through something that's deep inside that you don't want to talk about, then I can speak to you from that place. So once I know the why, then I can be able to react or to wean you off of it, you know, and also speak about side effects, the cons of, you know, smoking and how it can destroy your lungs, and if it's marijuana, how it can mess with your brain cells. And so it depends on the why, and then I can know how to. I'm not gonna come with like a machete or I'm gonna pump my brakes and then we're gonna talk about it, and we ain't going nowhere till you talk about it.
Ooh,
it's a good one.
Well, these all are kind of interesting, but what would you do if I came to you and I asked you, can I sleep over at my boyfriend's house? What would you say?
The answer will definitely be no. Definitely no. Like, that's a big step, because one thing leads to the next. You're not at the age where I would say that it's okay. In the future, I will be more comfortable and okay with, one, knowing his parents, having a relationship with his parents and building with his parents, knowing, okay, what kind of family do he come from? I need to have a relationship with him. Obviously, our relationship will be different from mine and yours, but that would be the first step. But then secondly would be, he can come here, but you can't go out over there.
So, like, if I said that I wanted to, like, hang out, would you say, okay, you guys could go to the movies, or would you be more comfortable if we was in the house?
Well, with COVID going on, I'll be more comfortable if you were in the house. At the age of 13, definitely no sleeping over. When you probably get, like, 18-ish or so. And even still then, I would be on the fence about it. Even though at my age, I've slept out and vice versa. But definitely, I would want it to happen under my roof so that I can be able to, I trust you though, so I know you're very responsible and you're on top of your stuff and you make very good decisions.
What would you say if I came to you and asked you if I could have a tattoo?
And ask you why you want a tattoo. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I don't have any tattoos, but I don't agree with marking your body with ink. Think that in the long run, it's not something you'll be proud of.
Like, make sure that it's something that you are for sure that you want to do.
Yes.
Okay, so the next one, I have 2 separate questions for this, but this one is kind of hold on to your seat, guys. Okay.
I feel like I know what this question is going to be about.
The first one is, what's your opinion about getting pregnant at a young age, like let's say 14, 15? And secondly, how would you feel like if I came to you and said those words, like, or if you knew what I was gonna say but like I didn't have the words to put it and tell you?
It's definitely possible, because when I was in school, like, there was teenagers like in middle school pregnant, having babies, and I mean, to that, it's nothing that you can really, it's nothing you can say, because what's done is done. My reaction would be like, no, I'm just kidding. Wait, you still got toddler brothers, what you mean? I would speak to you from a place of support. I would be upset. My initial would be like, geez, I'll be thinking about, you know, your future and things you want to achieve. First and foremost, when you're laying down and you're being intimate with someone and you're not being cautious or using protection, and even time using protection can, you know, still not be protected. You put yourself in the place of opening yourself up to the possibilities of becoming a teen mom. You put yourself in the possibility of, is this person sleeping with someone else? So it's like you're laying down with that person and you're laying down with everybody else that they've been with, because being intimate with someone is really spiritual. And you have to ask yourself before you lay down with someone, is this person that I see myself not only connecting with, but being in a relationship long term?
What's your opinion on that, like having intercourse before marriage?
Well, biblically, you shouldn't, because it's a vow that you have to commit to God. But like, if you do make that decision and I'm not around, or you feel like you're ready to go there, you know, I always told you, like, come talk to me first. Definitely, I don't agree with it, but if you're in that, I can't be at all places at all times, but God is watching it, and I would think that you would make the right decision. But taking it back to the original question, as far as being pregnant, I would let you know that I'm here to support you. I'll be upset because I'll be thinking about your future again and making sure that, like, what about all of your goals and everything that you want to achieve? And then just let you know that I'm here. Love you, support you through it. I have your back. Come to me pregnant at as a teenager. Don't make a short-term decision that can result into a long-term effect. Yeah.
Someone said that they would be afraid or like be scared to ask their mom, who's your favorite child?
Really? You asked me that before though, right?
Yes, I did.
And who I said? All of y'all?
You said all of us.
I said all of you because I don't have a favorite. I think you're my favorite. No, seriously, I think that all of you are my favorite because you all have your different attributes and different things about you that I just look at you sometimes and I'm like, or like even when it was Christmas time, when it's Christmas shopping, I'm like, I'm not even buying the gift just because. I'm buying the gift because I want to see your reaction
to the gift. The next one says, what age do you think is the right age to lose your
virginity? Your V card, that's your what it's called? Yeah. When you get married.
Okay, that's a reasonable answer.
It's a big decision. It's a big decision. It's not a decision that you want to make with someone that's just, or I just want to experience it, or my friend did it so I want to do it, or I want to know what it's like. Like, no, that's a foolish reason to jump into something that's so sacred, something so important. Like, that's once it's up, you can't get it back. Like, that's it. Wait to marriage.
So my SD card got full, so we had to stop, but we're back. So I have I basically have 2 questions left. So it says, what age do you So this question says, what age do you think is good to marry?
I think 30. 25, 30. Because when I'm married young. Divorced even younger, but that's another. Because there's a lot that I'm sure you want to accomplish, and you can't accomplish all that
if you have a distraction.
It's not even you just called them a distraction. It's not even a distraction. And when you're committed to someone, you're living your life not only for you but for that person. Any commitment, big commitment you have young, it changes the way that you can live your life. So you got to ask yourself, do you want to travel the world before you have kids or get married? Do you want to be at 10 million subscribers? Or
like, what goals do you want to
what
accomplish
goals
before?
do you want to accomplish before you commit your life? You know, and I think that's very important, that anyone you bring into your life, that you ask God, Lord, is this who you have for me?
The next one says, how would you feel if your daughter hid the fact that she was pregnant from you?
I would ask myself, is there something that I have done that she does not trust me to tell me? Or I would ask myself, like, too scared to come to me to tell me. But then I think a lot of times young ladies girls don't go to their moms because they feel like disappointed. They feel like their parents may be disappointed. So they're more processing the disappointment more than the fact of being afraid. If you were, God forbid, God forbid, if you were to get pregnant, would you feel comfortable with coming to tell me?
Yes, because if anything, I wouldn't know what to do. I would kind of be scared too. Like, some of the things, I probably wouldn't feel ashamed, but if anything, if I was to, God forbid, if I was to, I would make sure that I'm in the mindset for that, because it's not even something that crosses my mind or that I think about.
Don't think about it, baby.
Okay, you guys, so that was the last question. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because it was very interesting. You guys asked some really interesting questions.
She got some good stuff coming, y'all.
Some good stuff
coming, y'all.
If you guys want to see more videos with my mom, make sure you guys let me know, and I will give that to you. So yeah, thank you guys so much for 3K.
Yes. 3K, let's go.
I may or may not film another video today, so if you guys see me,
she gonna film another one today.
Yeah, most likely. So if you guys see me pull this shirt back out again, we're not gonna say nothing. Don't say nothing at all. That's pretty much all I have to say. So what do we say? We're about to get out this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace. We're back. So a little disclaimer that we thought of when wrapping up. So this video should make you feel more comfortable. Like, I don't know what's your relationship with your mom, but this video should make you feel more open or make you want to come and talk to your mom about stuff like this, because like once me and my mom started talking about things like this, it makes it more easy to like talk about stuff in front of her like this and just come and talk to her if like I need anything. Most definitely go and ask your mom because she's been through it before you, so she obviously has more experience than you.
Yeah, we definitely want to encourage mother-daughter relationships because it's very important. I think it's very backwards to have close relationships with friends and everyone around you except for those that are in your home that like live, you sit at the same table and eat dinner together, you know, you go to sleep and all those things. So it's important that mothers and daughters build that kind of relationship because you only have but so much time with each other before your children go out and grow up, and mothers have to know, like, make it comfortable. Don't make it intimidating for your child to come to you. Like, make it comfortable that they can talk to you about anything, because if you hold back that facial expression
and if you like it just adds more pressure onto yourself and more stress, because like you're like, oh my gosh, she has my phone, what if she sees this? Like, you're just so on edge about like just certain things like that. But if she knows, she's like, oh, okay, I know about this. So it doesn't make it seem like when she has her phone that she's going through it, like what is she hiding something from me and just stuff like that. And it doesn't, like, if you have a good relationship with your mom, she's not more continuously asking for your phone, like trying to see what you're not telling her, because your mom gave birth to you and she raised you, so obviously she knows like certain things like that. Like if you're hiding something, if you're sad, if you're mad, just if you're feeling off, and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you build a good relationship with your daughter, then they'll be able to feel comfortable to come to you about anything. Even though sometimes you want to react like, what? Sometimes you gotta. So, and always ask yourself, have I been there in that age? Like, what was I doing? Like, don't forget that you were once your daughter's age, and the decisions you made probably weren't the best decisions, or they weren't good decisions, but they were your decisions, and no one made you feel about it, because I didn't have the relationship that I have with my daughter with my mom. So it's very important that we build, and we encourage you to do the same.
So I hope you guys enjoyed our little message. Okay, so now really, bye.
Peace.